look at this thing. It has pushed up to what do we got? $5.42, 541. Wow. Even it took out my price target there, 473, just a little bit ago, actually, right before I went to start my videos for the day. So within the last hour, look at that volume that came in there. 12.88 thousand. You're talking about a $4.80 crypto. So 12,000. You have some money in there. All right. This thing has taken off nicely. I knew it was going to go up, but yeah, I didn't think it would get past that 473 without a little bit of a pullback. But it has blasted up through there. We had the trend-based fib on there. That gave us $4.73, and this prior support area right, let me point it out here to you, right there. Okay, that was prior support, and we have blasted right up through there. So let's take a look at this thing and see what's going on here. Okay, first off, congratulations everybody. Beautiful. After all of this sell pressure down here, all this red, look at all the green that started piling in. Once this thing, geez, I wish I would have been aware of this thing. A subscriber brought it up to take a look at, and the volume that is piled in at the bottom down here is just awesome. This thing is definitely just tearing right now. So, what was the all-time high on this? Let's take a look. All right, yeah, this was way up there. I keep forgetting this thing had an all-time high of $190. Holy cow. Yeah, that and this is on the monthly. Look at the volume there. 862,000 last month. This month, which just started, 158,000. So you had 862 last month, and so far this month you have 158,000. Nice. And just a normal retracement of this area. You would expect, not financial advice, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, all right, but a normal retracement just to the 618 would be around $119. All right, and you expect that's normal, all right. A 618, a 702 up at $135. That's normal retracements, all right. This thing now at $4.90. Let's see something here. No. Yeah, that's what I want. $120. 120 divided by 490. That's still a 25x, 24.5x to get up there. And so, if we get the retracement, every $1,000 you threw at it, would end up being $24,000. So, not too bad, that's for sure. All right. Well, no, I apologize. Them numbers weren't right. This is a $4.90 token or crypto, so that would not be right. All right, guys, let's take a look here. The monthly RSI is at a 90 and an 81. Still lots of room for this thing on the monthly to head up. The weekly is at a 100 and a 95. Getting a little up there, getting a little heated, okay? The daily has just turned back up. Now let's see where it's at down here. Ooh, okay, getting a little, and let me see something here. All right, if you know charting, you see what I see right here, okay? All right, you have this high and you have a lower high. All right, that's on the daily. Now as far as price action, let's get in here. All right, you have in the same areas, you have this high here, down here on the RSI. Then you have the higher high, which is a lower high on the RSI. So you get a little bit of bearish divergence there. Nothing major, okay? The 12-hour has just turned up, all right? So that's good to see. It's at 84. The 8-hour is about halfway up, all right? And the 4-hour is approaching the top. So this thing could have a little bit more legs left in it here before we get a pullback. Let's go out here. I want to see something on the weekly. But first off, let's get this off here and look at some price targets here, and let's see what we could be looking at. Okay. Now we came up and took this area out here, all right, which I expected that to be a major resistance area, but turned out not to be. We actually shot up to right about there, okay, which you can see right here was a major support area. You can see this on the weekly, so you can see a candle close, all right, a wick down right here, all right, and a wick here, which this actually could come up just a hair more, right about there. Yeah, that's about perfect. All right, $5 and what is that? $5 and 40, just about 45 cents. All right, let's go with this price though. We're wick to 541.9. What do we have? 541.4. Close enough. All right, we're gonna leave it there. All right, so far on the hourly, this has just started within the past couple hours. So if you go on the 30-minute, all right, you can see the wick up there. It's getting a retest of this area now as support. Okay, on the 30-minute, this past right over here, this past support area here, it's retesting it now as support, the $4.78 area. All right, and so far it's paid off. If you go on the 15-minute chart, you can see it. Okay, right there's the 478 right here, or 475. What is it? Right around there. Okay, but you can see the breakup through the retest. So far it's held it. All right, it has held that area. All right, down here is another major support. You can see a big wick. Right there is a support area. We want to start looking at support areas because, you know, if we get a pullback here, you know, it shot through that trend-based fib. I'm kind of a little shocked that it did. All right, because you had a very prominent 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, and even a Fibonacci. If you take your wave 4, all right, the 1618 should give you a wave 5 target, and this thing way overshot it. All right, this was saying roughly $4.21 up here at 492. A full extension would be up at $6.08, but usually the 1618 will give you your wave 5. Now that works. I've had this work numerous times. Okay, but this massive volume coming in is what's really pushing this up. You know, if you're going to 4 hour, look at that volume. I mean, that's really pushed the price up. You get people seeing this thing take off, and they come in and start piling in. Let's take a look at CoinMarketCap and look at the volume. Let's see how much. I can only imagine. Alright, here we go. Let's see what it says. It's got to be unbelievable. It's up 52% at 274 million. Yeah, 274,000. I'm sorry. $52 million token. Unbelievable. 52 million bucks. That's a small market cap. That is a beautiful. What do we got here? 73% circulation. Only 14 million as a total supply. That's less than Bitcoin. The stats are beautiful. 73% in circulation. That's perfect. The $52 million market cap. I mean, what more could you want? That's where your big money's made. The small market cap cryptos, and there we go. 115%, 400,000. You know, unless that just updated and we had another massive candle here. Let's take a look. No, the last 15 minutes, 969. You know, but right through here, 6,000. 3,000, you know, within a half-hour time span there. Then you had a little bit of sellers here. Getting another red candle just clicked in here. All right, so this thing could pull back down to the $4.50 area, um, and before we get another bounce here. It could do an ABC. Usually after 5 waves up, guys. If you're not familiar with charting, all right, you'll get your 5 waves. Let's get this off here now because it means nothing. We shot up past that. Okay, but after your 5 waves up, this is standard common stuff. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, then you will get your A, B, C. Okay, and then after that, you would start, another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up after that. Okay, that's just how Elliott waves work, right? You get 5 waves up, ABC, 5 waves up, ABC, and then all in turn. A lot of times, if this turns out to be a very gigantic move, this will all be just a wave 1, 2, okay? And then you'd be working on your third wave, which would have 5 waves inside of it also, okay? And this could turn out to be a very big move, which I showed you $120 is back to the 618. So quite honestly, right here, I would be expecting a little bit of a cool down. I really would. With the amount of volume coming in, it could push a little higher. I mean, but I don't see it right now. I mean, yeah, we had our 5 waves up. This thing overextended. If it holds this area right here as support, $4.72. If it holds that as support, let's zoom in. Let's zoom back in here and look. Yeah, if it can hold that area, that's a very, very good sign. Worst case scenario, it pulls back down to $4.50 and goes sideways there. Okay, this is a very, very big move. It's up, 36%, 37% for the day, and it's looking like it might want it. It might want to push a little higher if the volume does come in. Maybe it'll come back up here to that 541 again, and then maybe correct back down. I just don't see it busting through that yet. I believe the gas tank needs filled back up here. Okay, which would require these RSIs that are up at the top. Would require these RSIs to cool off. Okay, come down a little bit, cool off some. They're all way up there. They're all high. You got the daily. The daily just turned back up, but you got the 12-hour turning back up here. But they're getting high down here. The 8-hour is turned. Yeah. Jeez, it's just a mixed bag here. This thing could run up a little bit higher, but that weekly resistance through here, I just don't know if it's going to have enough to break it. Let's put a fib on this and see where it's at. All right, right here. Where are we at? We're at about a 50% right now. $6.15 would be a 618. 683 would be a 702. Could get a run up to them areas. Keep them numbers in mind. All right. If it breaks through that 541, okay, that would match up with support area perfectly. The 618. Look at this, right through here. This was support. The 702 matches up absolutely perfect. I'll take this fib off here in a second and show you guys. All right, take this off now. Now look at that chart. If you're very familiar with support and resistance levels, let me get this off here too. I like this cleaned up. I don't like my charts a mess. Here we go. If you're familiar with support and resistance levels, the 702 fib is right here. Look at that. Support, support, support all through here. Resistance right there. Resistance. The 618 was right here. Look at this. Support, resistance, resistance, support. Line up perfectly. So, if we break through that area, that 542, all right, watch for $6.15. And if it gets through that, watch for 681. All right, that would be the areas I would be watching for. Major area of support down through here. That $4. Let's go on to daily. You got a major, that's, I don't believe it's going to pull back down that low, $3.71 on the 12-hour. Whoops, I want that back. Let's lock that up. That was that first price target there. Jeez, they're all kind of pointing down there. Weekly, $3.85. We need to put a line there. So that's a major support area. Okay, 8-hour. You have a major area at $4. All right. So, all right, guys, that's what that's my bottom line here. Okay, we get through the 542. Watch for $6.15. Get through that. Watch for 681, and then sometime here we're gonna have to have an ABC pullback. I would be leaning more towards a correction at this point, but if the volume comes in and it pushes through there, watch for them price targets. All right. The thing looks great right now, but at some time you're going to have a pullback, and everything's going to have to reset, and then another price push up. But congratulations, everybody. Please hit the like and subscribe. I'll be back with you soon. Have a great night, everybody.